Okay, I'm not sure how I look right now. I was gonna do makeup and stuff, but Danny doesn't sleep a whole lot, and I've got about 5 minutes before he wakes up, maybe. I'm trying to hold him off for another 10 minutes. Keep him getting up, if he's gonna get up every hour, at exactly 1 hour. Um, so he's 3 weeks old today, and I tried to do an update, and it's just really difficult because he's fussy a lot. He's really colicky. He's got gas issues. I might not be able to do this after all. He's starting to talk a little. He smiles a little bit. Mostly in his sleep. He laughs in his sleep. Sorry. At night, I've been able to get him to sleep in the bedroom, pretty consistently. The last 2 nights, he's been really colicky. I'm guessing it's colic. He's just 10:30 to 2. That was what it was. He just started crying, and he was inconsolable. Couldn't go to sleep. Nothing we did worked. I tried feeding him, and he'd eat a little bit, and then spit it out, and, it just, it's been a long 2 nights. He doesn't like to be put down. His hair still kind of stands straight up. I've got everything written down, so I'm trying to go through it really fast. Hopefully I'll be able to do a better update soon, but if I didn't do it now, I wasn't going to do one for ever, so. But I've given him maybe one bath a week, kind of. He doesn't really need one. I try to just kind of keep him clean. He cries a lot. He is very easily overstimulated, and he'll stay up for hours, and it doesn't really matter what you do. I try to keep him, during the day. It's the daylight, I think, that keeps him up, so I try to put him down in the bedroom, but that doesn't always work. He does what I have is toothpick eyes, and just keeps him open really wide. He doesn't like to go to sleep. He likes to be up. Somebody's slamming the door downstairs. I try to get him to sleep in the living room during the day anyway, because I like having noise around. That way he gets used to it. Pretty soon I'm going to have to start getting him ready for daycare, so I'm going to have to start pumping more. And I think my mom's going to be here soon. She'll be here in time to help me get him ready for daycare. I'm getting him used to bottle feeding during the day, and that kind of stuff. And if they don't quit slamming that door, I'm going to yell at them. I don't want him up yet. I'm about 10 minutes away from 10:30, and I'm really hoping this is not going to happen again tonight, because 10:30 to 2, listening to him cry is just awful. The first night, I was pretty, me and Jeremy did everything we could think of, and I was so tired and exhausted, and I was crying too. Not in the beginning. Around 12 o'clock, I started to lose it, though. There's nothing you can do. I'm walking him around. I can tell he's tired, Last night, I did a lot better, I think. I just couldn't let him cry, and I held him, and if I could find something that comforted him, I tried to stick with it as long as it worked. He does okay with tummy time. Generally, he's just been doing it on our chest. I do it on the floor sometimes, not all the time though. Like I said, he's very easily overstimulated, and I'm afraid to do anything with him other than feed him and put him to sleep, because otherwise he will keep himself up. He's really cute, and he's really sweet when he's not upset. He's kind of playful. He'll smile at you, and I think I already mentioned that. It's not a big smile yet, but you can tell he's trying. I'm still breastfeeding. I don't know if I mentioned it in my postpartum video, or in my labor and delivery video. He was tongue-tied, and so he had to get the underneath part trimmed back a little, and that was not as horrible as I thought it would be, actually. They had me stand out in the hallway while they did it, and my husband stayed in there, and they clipped it. He screamed a lot, and then he said once they took their hands out of his mouth and everything, he settled down. He was really hungry, so I fed him real fast, and he just quit. He's starting to get up. I had to change my diet a lot. I took a whole bunch of stuff out, and I just now started putting wheat back in it, and it's just been for this week. Um, he's just having a lot of trouble digesting anything. Like, I tried to cut back on dairy, that wasn't doing it. Apparently I have a very acidic diet. So, that kind of doesn't help either. Let's see. He is aggressive at breastfeeding, especially if I wait too long and he is like really hungry. I think he's gonna tear my nipple off. But like, when I'm burping him, I'll hold him up here and I'll be patting his back, and he'll like try to launch himself over to get himself in position to eat. If I don't let him latch on fast enough, or if I'm burping him and I keep pushing him back up here, he pulls his head back and goes, like launches himself forward, trying to attach himself to anything he can get to. He has a habit of like trying to pull down my shirt or pull it up, depending. He's actually like held my breast up a little for me. He makes the cutest faces when he's eating too. I mean, if my boobs were not in the way, I would take so many pictures of him. Usually he eats every 2 hours, but he actually kind of hit a growth spurt, I think, because he's been really fussy, and he's been eating like on the hour every hour today. And then he went 2 hours. I fed him at 7:30 and put him down. He didn't get up to like 9:30, so that was pretty good. Sorry. I have lost 30 pounds so far, and I seem to be stuck at like 180. It doesn't when I start dropping, so hopefully I start losing more weight, because I do not want to be this far above my pre-pregnancy weight. I've got like 20 pounds to go and I'll be good. 22 actually. The incision, my husband tells me he can't even see it anymore. He can see like where they had the tape marks, because I peeled all the tape off because I was afraid it was going to, latch onto my skin. Crap. He's still down. I'll go wake him up myself in a second. It doesn't hurt a whole lot. It does have like times when it hurts really bad, but that's mostly, because I'm not taking the medicine to make it not hurt, because I'm alone with the baby most of the time. My husband works, and it's mostly just me. So, unless my husband's home and I've got the baby put down, I try to like feed him and then get him to sleep, and then I'll take the medicine and go to bed for a couple hours. But generally I just don't take it. If it's horrible, I can always take Tylenol or ibuprofen. I've been really tired because he wakes up a lot. In fact, the other night, we've given him formula a couple times when he was having trouble breastfeeding. It was just, I think one night he just didn't like how it tasted, and he didn't want to latch onto me, but he was super hungry, so I gave him what I pumped, which is only 3 ounces. And he finished off in like 5 minutes, and he wanted more, and it's like, I don't have anything else for you. So we ended up using some of the formula samples that night. He slept for about 4 hours, and I woke up and I thought I slept through him crying. It wasn't really loud, he was just making noises like he is now, but he has trouble going to the bathroom, so sometimes, he's not actually waking up, he's just trying to pass gas, and going in there and waking him up does not help anything. So I have to be careful about that, and I'm trying to let him cry for a couple seconds to a minute before I go get him. Like, I'll let him see me, but I want him to get used, I don't want him to start screaming right away if somebody's not right there on top of him getting him. Because he is going to have to go to daycare, and the woman's not going to be able to pick him up as soon as he starts crying. It's going to take a little bit, so I'm trying to get him used to, somebody will be there eventually, just chillax for a couple minutes. Like, he loves being held. He does not like being put down. And, it's kind of difficult on me. My husband thinks I should let him cry it out, and I'm not making a 3-week-old baby cry it out. In fact, I talked to my doctor, and she said 2 months is kind of early, but that's like the soonest she would ever do it. And generally 3 to 4 months is when they learn to self-soothe, and that's, and I read 4 to 6 months. So, generally, if he's crying, he wants something, and I'm here, I can give it to him. I don't know, I don't think there's a whole lot else. He's being quiet, so I'm trying to see if there's anything. I had the flu shot the other day, and I've been really tired since I got it. I have not taken him out in public besides the doctor's office, and we've gone to the grocery store twice, once to get medicine for me when we were coming home from the hospital, and then yesterday I had a doctor's appointment, and after the doctor's appointment I needed to pick up some food, and we had to fill a prescription for him because of a diaper rash. He's like kind of yeasty, so she gave me some cream to put on it. And yeah, so he did pretty well until the cart stopped moving at the checkout, and of course we had a ton of stuff, like, so he started screaming, and it was really embarrassing, and I was like, la la la. But, you know, we got out to the car, and we started the car and started driving, and he was fine, and, you know, he was hungry. It was time for him to eat when he woke up, so we got home, and I got him out of the car seat, and I just had Jeremy carry everything up, and I fed him upstairs so he quit crying. The other night, like the first night when he wouldn't take, when we gave him the formula, and, you know, like I said, he slept for about 4 hours. I was really engorged when I finally woke up, and he didn't actually need that much to eat. He was pretty much done after a couple minutes on one side and didn't want to eat anything else. So I was like, alright, so I ended up pumping. I got 3 ounces out of one side in under 15 minutes. So, and then I think I got an ounce out of the side he ate on. So, yeah, he's up now. So, yeah. I'll try to get a video with him in it where he's not screaming. I might as well go and wake him up. If he doesn't want to eat, I don't want to get him up. How much time? Let's see. Yeah, I'll do a video of him getting him up real quick. And don't save. Actually, I'll do it and attach it later, and then upload this tomorrow maybe.
That was all you.
Do your cute little smiley face again. Do it or I'm going to poke you in the belly till you scream.
Again? No. Why is he in a good mood now?
I don't know. He usually handles the changing table okay. Come on, do the cute thing you were doing earlier. Whoa. There you go. Look at you, Mr. Wiggly. Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. What do you think? Uh-huh. I bet you're getting cold. Poor little tired